In the headlines, bandits kill 27 in fresh attack on Kogi West as insecurity worsens. Floodwaters submerge Calabar metropolis. 179 die as cholera spreads across Zamfara. And on the foreign scene, South Africa sends investigators to France over ambassador's death. Hello and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. I am Mariam Idris. And now the details. At least 27 people were killed on Saturday when heavily armed bandits launched a deadly attack on communities in Yagba West, local government area of Kogi State. A military source confirmed the incident on Sunday, describing the assailants as heavily armed and equipped with sophisticated weapons. Yagba West, the home local government of Sunday Karimi, who represents Kogi West Senatorial District and chairs the Senate Committee on Services, has recently come under a series of deadly bandit attacks. For instance, on Friday, bandits are struck early in the morning in Bereke Egbe, Yagba West local government area of the state. The assailants targeted a residential home around 2 a.m., abducting a woman and her 2 children. The federal government, through the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons, has intensified collaboration with their state governments and security agencies to tackle the growing menace of illicit small arms and light weapons across Nigeria. The Northeast Zonal Director, Major General Abubakar Adamu, retired, led a delegation to Taraba State on Saturday, where he met with Governor Agbu Kefas and other key stakeholders to deepen cooperation on arms control and community sensitization. Speaking during a courtesy visit to the government house in Jalingo, Adamu said the partnership with governors was crucial to addressing the spread and misuse of illegal weapons. He explained that the center is working with security agencies and other stakeholders nationwide to recover and destroy illegal weapons. He added that the federal government had mandated the center to prosecute individuals involved in arms trafficking and fabrication. Now, not fewer than 9 suspected cattle rustlers have been arrested by the Jigawa State Police Command at 2 different locations in the state. Spokesperson of the State Police Command, SP Shisulawat, revealed this in a statement issued to journalists in Dutse, the state capital, on Sunday. He said the suspects were apprehended in Hadija and Auyo local government areas of the state after the police received an intelligence report. SP Lawal explained that a dark green tinted glass golf wagon vehicle, a Volkswagen bus, 4 cows, 2 goats and 1 sheep were recovered as exhibits from the suspects. Now, private schools in Nigeria have increasingly become a lucrative business venture, attracting entrepreneurs eager to profit from the growing demand for quality education in recent years. The sector's profitability has led to a surge in the number of private schools nationwide, as more investors seek to tap into the expanding education business. However, for a Jos-based educationist, Sheikh Musa Ibrahim, popularly known as Sagagi, education is not a business but a lifelong mission to uplift humanity. The report.
Unlike many proprietors driven by profit, the octogenarian resident of Gangare community in Josno local government area of Plateau State established the College of Islamic Studies with a singular vision to provide affordable education for children from low-income families. Initially founded to promote Islamic education, the institution has since expanded to include a science college, NCE programs, and a college of community midwifery, now serving students from diverse social and religious backgrounds. Despite owning these schools, Sheikh Musa Ibrahim still resides in his ancestral home, a property he partly sold to keep the institutions running. The house I live in was inherited from my father. But because of the daily expenses of running the school, including teachers' stipends and other costs, I had to sell part of it to keep the school afloat. I even sold my personal house for the school's survival. My teachers don't have fixed salaries. We share whatever little the student can pay. When there is no payment, I sell belongings or borrow money to cover expenses until I can repay. Thousands of people have benefited from Sheikh Sagagi's generosity. Many say they will forever remember his sacrifice and dedication to the growth of others.
Musa Sagagi
Sagagi introduced us to both Islamic and Western education here in Jos. I am one of his beneficiaries. I graduated from his school and he personally sponsored my diploma and degree at Ibu Zaria in 1989. He also helped many students gain admission into higher institutions in Sokoto, Katsina, Maiduguri, and Bauchi. Despite opposition, his mission was always to educate children from poor families. To me, he is a true hero.
I'm a living witness. He sold part of his house, a hundred house in Gengene, and also 2 of his lands to ensure that the school runs as he wishes, and also to pay some debts. And also he usually borrow money to see that the people's and also the students' land. By and large, he usually also try as much as possible if he's contacted with some offers. What will amaze you is that all his children, there's no single person that he gave that offer. He gave it to his students. And now they are lecturers in the universities. Some are working with the government and some are in the private sectors.
When asked about his greatest achievement in the over 4 decades of service, Sheikh Sagagi humbly points to the lives he has transformed. Our goal is to make knowledge accessible to everyone because education drives economic growth and strengthens democracy. Many judges today are graduates of this school. There is no university in northern Nigeria where you won't find at least one lecturer or doctor who passed through here. I can't even count the soldiers, police officers, and other paramilitary personnel who are our products.
Very wonderful. Lecturerorinmu na jami'a duk northern Nigeria ba university da zaka je ba doctor daga CIS. Sojoji ban san iyakacin su ba.
Sheikh Ibrahim's journey in education began with a modest Islamic school focused on Quranic studies. Over time, he broadened his vision to include Western education, combining science, art, and technical learning. Today, more than 2,500 students are enrolled across his institutions, a testament to one man's enduring commitment to human development over personal gain. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
Still on education, the Nigerian Union of Teachers, NUT, has issued a strong appeal to government at all levels to address the persistent crisis in the nation's education sector. The call was made during the World Teachers' Day celebration at Eagle Square, Abuja, where the union urged renewed commitment to education financing, teacher welfare, recruitment, and full implementation of wage and policy reforms directly impacting classrooms. According to NUT President Audu Titus Amba, adequate financing is critical to the functionality of any education system. He noted that despite global benchmarks recommending 4 to 6% of GDP or 15 to 20% of public expenditure be invested in education, Nigeria continues to fall behind. The union lamented that the budgetary allocations have been consistently inadequate, restricting teacher recruitment, school maintenance, and professional development. This, he said, has been compounded by the failure of states and the FCT to access over 54 billion naira in matching grants from the Universal Basic Education UBE program as of March 2024. Kano sure knows how to entertain its guests, and this time the Asian city played host to a gathering filled with nostalgia, pride and purpose. Old students of Command Secondary School Kaduna under the banner of Komkadosa converged on the city for their 2025 annual general meeting with a theme centered on harnessing togetherness for sustainable growth. Trust TV's Abdulaziz Ibrahim reports.
Delegates from across the country arrived in Kano for the Command Secondary School Kaduna Old Students Association annual general meeting. The event held not just to meet old classmates, it's a celebration of unity and excellence holding in the heart of the Pyramid City.
Well, it was making it significant. This is the first time we're coming to the ancient city of Kano. And then this is the first time, instead of the normal 2 days we're using a 3-day. The first day was an opportunity for us to move around and see the city. Yesterday we were at the Emir's Palace, we were at the museum, and then went to Dala Hills. These are ancient landmarks that Kano has been known for. So it was an opportunity for some of us who have not been to Kano. I've been to Kano a couple of times, but I've not had time to go to those places. So yesterday was an eye-opener, and then it was quite interesting.
You see, everything about Command Secondary School, Old Student Association, is a very serious business. Last year at the AGM in Benue, I had to bid to get this year's hosting rights, and Alhamdulillah, we are here hosting. And one key thing that has stand out for us is the unity, because no matter what you intend to do, if you don't have your team members work in unity with you, you would achieve nothing. And basically, this is what stands out for us.
Beyond the reunions and cultural showcases, the discussions focused on how old students can contribute meaningfully to their alma mater and inspire current students.
Basically, as the theme of this year's AGM for the Komkadosa Old Student is harnessing our togetherness to see how we can improve ourselves. But most importantly is to look at how we can give back to the school. And it's also an opportunity of coming together. For most of us, some of us have not seen each other for almost 30 years. For some, even 40 years, depending on the set which you belong. So it's a great opportunity for once in a year, and it circulates from different states. Now we're in Kano, and hopefully next year we'll be in Kaduna, where the school is. So I think it's a great gathering, and we hope that we'll continue to foster the bond of unity among us, but also try to give back to the school that gave us the education that made us who we are today.
The event also recognized outstanding members who have excelled in their professions and made remarkable contributions to the growth of the association.
All right, so it is fulfilling knowing that one's effort is recognized, and appreciated. I want to thank the alumni and the Kano team, Kano chapter, who has found me worthy of this. Thank you.
I'm excited. I'm happy. It's a reward for dedication. It's a reward for trust and character. It's a reward for the efforts we are putting in the association as a whole.
As the music of the Koroso dancers filled the air once again, one message echoed through the gathering. The spirit of command lives on, stronger together, determined to give back. Abdulaziz Ibrahim, Trust TV News, Kano.
Now, many parts of Calabar have been overflowed as a result of the continual rainfall on Sunday. Most parts of the two metropolis of Calabar Municipality and Calabar South local government area have been affected. Areas such as 8 miles in Calabar Municipality between Agrofeed Market to Cold Room, Ikot Enebong, Ikot Inkebre, Atimbo axes are also affected. On Saturday, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency NIMET predicted that Cross River and 15 other states will be flooded from today for 3 days. NIMET also expects continual morning rains and isolated thunderstorms in the state. This is the news update on Trust TV. Coming up after the break. 179 die as cholera spreads across Zamfara. More news when we return. Do stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching the news update on Trust TV. Now let's take a recap of our major stories again. Bandits kill 27 in fresh attack on Kogi West as insecurity worsens. Flood waters submerge Calabar metropolis. Now moving on to more stories. Nigerian senior citizens have called on the federal government to implement a comprehensive social security policy to safeguard their welfare in old age in line with global standards. Habibat Ajayi reports.
Every 5th day of October is dedicated to celebrate the National Day of Older Persons in Nigeria. A day set aside to recognize the contributions and challenges of senior citizens across the country. The commemoration of this year comes amid growing frustration among retirees, following a series of protections across ministries, departments, and agencies over the non-payment of pensions and gratuities. Many believe the functionary social security system would provide the needed protection for older citizens and help restore dignity in retirement.
I could remember Senior Citizens Bill was passed by the 8th Assembly in 2017. The National Assembly passed that bill, but it didn't receive presidential assent. But I'm not sure whether it has been represented to the 10th National Assembly. Since it didn't receive presidential assent, it's the 10th Assembly again now that will handle it.
Many Nigerians have expressed concern over the declining value and recognition given to older persons in society. They note that, unlike in the past when the elderly were respected as custodians of wisdom and tradition, today many senior citizens face neglect and marginalization.
We need them around us in terms of difficulties, for advice and for guidance. Because there's an adage that said that what an elderly person seldom and saw, no matter your age, if so far you've not crossed that level, you cannot be able to see it. So we need them around us for advice. Okay.
We are very important to advise. Like this morning, I saw a boy putting on earring. I called the boy's attention. I said, this thing, you are making yourself to look like a Yahoo boy. Remove this thing. It's not good for you. The boy removed it in my presence. He said, Mommy, I'm sorry.
They also emphasized how the environment and living conditions greatly affect the lives of senior citizens. Many explained that poor infrastructure, lack of accessible healthcare facility, and inadequate social amenities make life more difficult for the elderly.
Pulling them out from their comfort zone, I don't think it make any difference. Like for me, I would suggest if you can leave them where they are, just reconstruct the structure where they are in. If the case is no more habitable, reconstruct it for them than taking them from where they are. Because some people, if you pull them away from where they're already used to, they can easily die.
Nigerians are urging the federal government to give priority to the welfare and protection of senior citizens.
Take care of the elderly by paying them some stipends, providing them clothing, food, and some other things, like medical attention as well, and leave them where they are. I think it's okay.
The federal government should come to our stand and know what to do about it. We need their support.
Our elder they suffer. Like we still strong like this, so they find what to eat. They go and hustle. Many of them, they are in the different village everywhere. Some of them, they live work and need money, they don't agree to pay them.
There are some societies, all these multinational corporations, the elderly people that worked at home, they consult, they call them if there is crisis. All these multinational corporations. But here, you go with your experience and die with the experience. So it's very sad.
Many believe, with effective policies and genuine government commitment, the dignity and well-being of elderly can be safeguarded, ensuring that their latter years are lived in comfort and honor. Habibat Ajayi, Trust TV News, Abuja.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has dismantled 2 major cocaine cartels responsible for 6 United Kingdom bond consignments, arresting the arrowhead of the syndicate, Alhaji Hamed Taufik Ode, and 5 others in a series of intelligence-led operations across Lagos State. NDLEA spokesperson Femi Babafemi said in a statement on Sunday that the operations, which lasted over 3 weeks, began on September 16th when operatives intercepted 174 parcels of cocaine weighing 13.40 kg concealed in cocoa butter body cream containers at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, Lagos. Further interceptions uncovered multiple consignments concealed in stainless cups, hair cream, and gel containers. One bust led to the arrest of a furniture maker, Smith David Korede, linked to at least 3 shipments. The agency also thwarted attempts to smuggle 6.3 kg of loud, a potent strain of cannabis, from Thailand, seized 290,450 tramadol and pregabalin pills in Kano, and arrested several suspects across Lagos, Ogun, Osun, Kwara, Kaduna, Edo, and Abuja, with large hauls of skunk, codeine syrup, nitrous oxide, and tramadol. In total, NDLEA operatives destroyed over 25,000 kg of cannabis on the farms in Osun and Edo states, recovered 223.5 kg of processed cannabis, and intercepted drug parcels along major highways. Meanwhile, the agency continued its war against drug abuse, WADA, campaign with sensitization programs in schools, markets, religious centers, and communities across the country. Now, Zamfara State has recorded 179 deaths from 12,052 suspected cases of cholera, representing a 1.4% fatality rate, lower than the national average of 3.3%. The secretary to the state government, Abubakar Muhammad Nakwada, disclosed this during a meeting with the State Public Health Emergency Operations Center, led by the Commissioner for Health, Nafisa Muhammad Maradun. According to him, the figure reflects the state's intensified response to the outbreak across all 14 local government areas. State epidemiologist Ahmad Muhammad Gusau said data from the National Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, shows that Zamfara maintained a lower fatality rate than most states despite the high number of suspected cases. He attributed the improvement to effective case management strategies, activation of rapid response teams, active surveillance, and the establishment of cholera treatment centers and oral dehydration points across the state. Now, away from Nigeria, South Africa is sending a team of top investigations to the French capital, Paris, to take part in probe into the death of Ambassador Nati Ntemtwa. The 58-year-old body was discovered in the Yacht Regency Hotel's inner courtyard on Tuesday morning after falling from the 22nd floor. National Police Commissioner Fanny Mesemola says 5 seasoned police officers will work with French investigators to support a thorough and transparent inquest. Ntemtwa was reported missing by his wife on Monday after she received a worrying message from him. A French prosecutor told local media that in the note to her, he apologized and expressed his intention to end his life. While concerns have been raised about possible foul play, initial investigations suggest his death may have been a deliberate act. And now to sports news. World Football Governing Body FIFA has selected Chadian official Al-Hadi Alao Mahmoud as the referee for next week's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying match between Nigerian Super Eagles and the Crocodiles of Lesotho. The match day 9th encounter is billed for the new Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane, South Africa on Friday, 10th October 2025, and will kick off at 6 p.m. South African time and 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Alao, who was also in charge for Nigerians' 1-0 win over Rwanda in Uyo in match day 7th, will work with compatriot Bogola Issa, Musa Hafiz, and Abdul Karim Usmani as fourth official. FIFA also appointed Kenya official Alice Damaris Kimani as referee assessor, while William Makinati Shongwe from Eswatini will be in the role of commissioner. Nigeria presently 3 points off first place Benin Republic, and second place South Africa will go for an outright win to enhance their chances of reaching the 2026 FIFA World Cup finals, to be jointly hosted by the United States of America, Canada, Mexico next summer. With that, we have come to the end of the news update on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all social media platforms and also join our YouTube live stream for more news. I am Mariam Idris. Thanks for watching.